Hello chess lovers, I have an interesting game for you played at World Rapid Championship 2017. In round 1, the reigning world champion Magnus Carlsen was playing against Xiangzhi. This is the same Chinese grandmaster who managed to beat Carlsen at FIDE World Cup 2017. Let's see how this game went on. Carlsen started with c4 English opening, knight f6 by Xiangzhi, knight c3, e5, e3, knight c6, a3, d5, c takes d5, knight takes d5, queen c2, bishop e7, knight f3, black castles, and b4. The main move is capturing on d5. If queen takes d5, then bishop d3, and when black is protecting the pawn, then white is placing the bishop on e4. Of course, now you can't play f5 because of this bishop c4 move, winning the queen. But Carlsen chose another path. He first played b4. Knight takes c3, d takes c3, queen d6, bishop d3, but already there is no bishop c4 move and black plays f5. e4 and f4 by Xiangzhi. Of course, this position is very easy to play with the black pieces. Now you will see, we see h3, a5, bishop b2, bishop f6, rook d1, queen e7, moving away the queen from this dangerous d file, white castles, bishop e6, queen e2, queen f7, rook d2. White is going to double up the rooks, but there it goes, we see g5. Black is just going to rip open white king and checkmate. b5, knight e7, c4, knight g6, knight h2, rook d8, rook d1, queen e7, queen h5. Carlsen is trying to create some counterplay with the queen, but of course black's position is very solid. White can't do anything. Knight h6 check, king h8, knight f5, queen c5, queen e2, knight h4, and after knight takes h4, g takes h4, black is managing to open up the g file, and now black will double up his rooks on this file. Queen h5, again the queen jumps to h5 square. Looks like Carlsen has no strategic plan how to continue with the game. Meanwhile, black is playing rook g8, and after bishop f1, the other is also going on g file. King h1, queen e7, queen f3. Again, moving the queen, but black is gradually strengthening his position. a4, the bishop is now controlling the d7 square, not allowing the penetration of rooks, but now Xiangzhi plays bishop f7. He wants to bring the bishop on h5 square, from where it can cause a lot of problems. Rook d7, but of course this move is not dangerous. Queen e6, of course now you can't capture on c7 because bishop h5 is the threat. And a bad move by Carlsen, queen e2. It was very important to place the queen on a3 square. There is a very deep idea behind this move. If bishop h5, then f3. If rook g3, then rook d3. White is strengthening the king side and black can't do anything. White's position is very solid. But instead, after queen e6, we see queen e2. Here comes bishop h5, f3, and there it goes, rook g3. Carlsen played king h2. Well, if a move like rook d3, then black has queen b6 move. Now, can you understand the difference of queen e2 and queen a3? If the queen were on a3, then white could play c5. But now white's position is just hopeless. This queen is controlling g1 a7 diagonal, and black is now threatening rook takes h3 followed by a queen g1 checkmate. After rook g3, we see king h2, desperate move by Carlsen. Here anyways comes queen b6. c5, queen takes c5. Carlsen hardly managed to place the king on h1 and he lost on time, but actually white is just losing. After king h1, white can get checkmated in two moves. Rook takes h3 followed by queen g1 checkmate. Well, after queen takes c5, actually white can't do anything. For example, if you make a waiting move like bishop a1, then this rook h3 move is again playable. If g takes h3, again queen g1 checkmate, or if you capture on h3 with the king, then queen g1 is very strong. There are two very dangerous threats, rook g3 and queen h1 checkmate, and again white is getting checkmated. Looks like Xiangzhi has found a way how to beat the strongest chess player in the world. What's your opinion about this encounter? Waiting for your comments and questions. Good luck.